Hi, my name is Ashley Dickel, and this is my mind map. As I read chapter 1, I realized practitioner research was not something that was super fancy and full of color, but the black and white. That was why, if you notice on my mind map, the simplicity of colors. It is not some flashy poster, but enough to get your point across, like practitioner research. The dotted lines are a way to connect everything because it is a cycle, like practitioner research, which will be explained in a while. If you notice, the main image that represents practitioner research is a seed that is growing into a strong tree. One thing I took away from the reading was the constant use of flourish, and survive. For example, on page 35, Lytle and Smith stated that practitioner research movement continues to survive and even flourish. Does not mean that there are not deep issues within that merit attention. So the issues are the clouds. We have economy, accountability, and science. Some of the clouds are generating rain, which represents knowledge, survive, growth, and flourish. So the rain and the clouds are always putting a damper on the good, or practitioner research in this case. However, when the sun comes out, or also known as teaching, something good happens. This was where the seed takes place. Everything must have a beginning, and practitioner research began with equity, engagement, and agency, also known as Theme 1. Equity as the interlocking hands that are shaking to represent teacher inquiry and student inquiry coming together. It is in this section that both must work together in order to understand what needs to be done. So one example was the National Writing Project and how teachers and students merged literacy and community into one. The second section, engagement, has a person that is talking because students need a voice and are often overlooked, and education should be something students do. Finally, agency represents with a house, and this is the different networks and cross-networks initiatives like the National Writing Project and the Bread Loaf Teacher Network. These three things were the foundation for practitioner research, which are also known as the roots in my mind map. And from there, growth occurred. The second theme, developing conceptual frameworks, was represented with the arrow, symbolizing growth. The arrow demonstrated that the first theme, our seed, improved or grew into something more by exploring other theories. The third theme, inventing and reinventing communities of inquiry, showed the next stage of growth as the seed sprouted into something new. Within this sprout, notice the word technology and a computer coming out of the tree. New technologies have continued to flourish throughout the years and affected the idea of practitioner research. I felt Lytle and Smith said it best on page 22. The resources of technology have not only enabled new inquiry communities to form and communicate online, but also spawned innovative uses of technology for sharing inquiries and classroom practices with audience that extend beyond those involved in creating online representation. Our fourth theme also is represented with an arrow with the word growth again. This was another time where the inquiry at the schools changed because students' work changed, test scores started to become the demand, and research had to shift. Finally, practitioner research grew into the strong tree represented here. It grew or was built upon the different themes discussed earlier. So as you notice, the different themes are again embedded in the tree with the roots. Even though there are challenges and issues embedded in the tree, teachers and practitioners are growing with the research. There is room to continue to grow. If you notice, the tree did not reach the top of the paper because a tree only stops growing when it is cut down, but even then it turns into something useful. And practitioner research is continuing to grow. Where it might end up, we do not know. It could end up even a bigger tree, or it could be the paper that we write on to develop our research. Thank you.